If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. Today, we're going to be talking about NIO making headlines for actually announcing that they will be having a single motor car with their sub-brand that they plan to roll out next year called ALPS. Now, I've talked about this on the channel already, and I just found it interesting that it's just now making headlines, but I want to get into it, and I want to get into what the market is saying, I guess. So this is going to be a super good video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment down below, click the notification bell icon. It really does go a long way in helping out the channel. Okay, so I actually made a video about this maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, saying that NIO isn't really backtracking on their word, saying that they would never create a single motor car, because this is actually for their sub-brand ALPS. So under the NIO brand, it has not been announced that they'll create a single motor car. And so their reasoning for not wanting to create a single motor car was for redundancy reasons, safety. President Quinn Lee Hong likened it to that of an airplane, saying that an airplane has 2 motors because if one of them fails, there's another motor for redundancy or safety. They also mentioned that NIO is a premium brand, and premium brands should have 2 motors, and it's okay for brands that are not premium brands to have a single motor. So by that statement alone, I don't think that they're backtracking on their word, as a lot of these blogs are saying right now. So I think one of the reasons that all these headlines are saying NIO is backtracking on their word is because NIO had mentioned that, with them being a premium brand, they weren't going to participate in the price war that Tesla spurred with the Model Y. And then they turned around and ended up doing price cuts in the end. And so a lot of people were looking at it like NIO said one thing, now they're doing another. And I definitely agree with that. NIO had backtracked on their statements there. And I forget who made this quote, but the quote was, "In business, one of the smartest things that you can do is change your mind." As a growing company, NIO has to be pretty agile. And so with the company facing declining sales and a lot of financial pressures, that was something that needed to be done. And because it was done, we're actually seeing the benefits right now with increased deliveries and them catching up to Li Auto, who's leading the pack of 3, being Li Auto, XPeng, and NIO, with XPeng being dead last, NIO being right in the middle. But I think that having a single motor version of the ALPS brand makes a lot of sense, because it's going to be a lot cheaper to manufacture, which means more margin for NIO, less costly to produce, but it also means that it's going to be less costly to sell as well. And so the ALPS brand could really help NIO reach scale a lot faster. The article points out that ALPS is sitting in a segment that's already crowded with tons of competitors like Tesla and XPeng, and most of these EV companies are actually making these cheaper cars as well. So NIO is coming into a market that's pretty saturated. For them to try to win in this segment, they have to price themselves competitively with the rest of the market. For them to not be equal or more aggressive when it comes to pricing is kind of shooting themselves in the foot. One of the articles that I read suggests that NIO might even think about exploring partnerships with companies like the likes of Mercedes-Benz to gain access to their manufacturing and distribution networks, which I don't think would be a bad thing at all. Mercedes-Benz has a well-established customer base and dealership network globally, so this could help to increase their NIO's potential reach and the sales of their vehicles. And to get back to really the focus point of this video is why NIO is not backtracking on their word. is for several key reasons. Number one is because ALPS is an independent sub-brand. ALPS is going to operate independently and have their own unique strategies and target market. This means that the introduction of a single motor vehicle doesn't contradict NIO's promise a few years ago. Number two is different market segments. NIO's brand may continue to focus on the dual motor strategy, considered a premium feature, while ALPS is going to be targeting a more cost-sensitive market segment. By offering single motor vehicles under the ALPS brand, NIO is diversifying its product portfolio, catering to different customer preferences and price points. Number three is evolving market conditions. As mentioned, NIO faced declining sales and financial pressure, which led to the strategic decision to reduce prices and make strategic adjustments. Market conditions are constantly evolving, and companies have to change their strategies and adapt accordingly. Introducing a single motor vehicle under the ALPS brand is a prime example of NIO trying to stay competitive, and they shouldn't be shunned for that. Number four is flexibility in brand strategy. Companies often have the flexibility to adjust their brand strategies based on market feedback and internal evaluation. While NIO emphasized dual motors for safety and performance, the introduction of a single motor vehicle under the ALPS brand shows that they are open to evaluating different approaches to meet the market's demand. So kind of to conclude here, the decision to introduce a single motor vehicle under the ALPS brand doesn't necessarily contradict NIO's original statement of never releasing a single motor car under the NIO brand. ALPS operates independently of NIO, and NIO's main brand still may maintain the dual motor feature per every vehicle. The move reflects NIO's adaptability to different market conditions and its effort to cater to diverse customer needs in different market segments. I want to know what you guys think about this. Did NIO backtrack on their word? But more importantly, do you think that they're making the wrong decision here? That's going to be it for this episode of the Courtside Financial Podcast. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, comment down below, join the free Discord, and click the notification bell icon. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode.